Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Turin here with another Warhammer Total War Live BattleCast. In this particular game, we're going to play the Wood Elves against the Vampire Counts, so should be fun. Big Papa Dirthu's coming out of retirement. He's got all his abilities. He's ready to party. We're actually going to bring the Amber Spear, and you guys will see why in this replay. I've been doing some testing with it, and hopefully it goes as planned. But again, I think it's pretty good, guys. So we'll get to the bottom of that on the next episode. So of course we're also going to get do we want to get a Branch Wraith? Yeah, let's just do it. They're pretty cool. So we're going to get rid of him. We don't really need Foe Seeker, but again, we're just kind of keeping him for the healing ability. Just going to go with that. Just keep it nice and simple, and that makes him very cheap at 734. So on top of that, Eternal Guards are very, very good here. Armor piercing, anti-large, they can deal with Cryptors, they can deal okay with Graveguard. Granted, I mean, Graveguard are obviously a far superior infantry, and we'll get through them eventually, but still a decent choice all around in my opinion. So we're going to go with those guys here. On top of that, we're also going to get some Treekin. So we're going to play more of an aggressive infantry style and just kind of hope that Dirthu and the boys can really kind of win it out in the middle there. So let's also get do we want to get a Tree Man? I don't like that much in this matchup. Although they'll do pretty well against Graveguard, but they don't have armor piercing. They do magic damage, which is something decent, but still, I think we will just go with this for now. We do have our Waystalker here. He has the Arrows of Curnus. Very, very good. And can we actually get two? Oh, so we can get two of those guys. So honestly, these guys will cover your ranged needs against Vampire Counts, in my opinion. I don't want to get too many units that can get run over by the mobility of the Vampire Counts and their flying Air Force. And these guys are just so good. I mean, the Arrow of Curnus is just so much value, like right out of the gates. So on top of that, do we also want to get some Wildwood Rangers? So these guys have a nice 45 weapon strength with an anti-large, armor piercing, so just a solid unit. And honestly, I think I want to cut some of my Treekin there and just get a second one. I really like these guys a lot. We kind of have a bit of a Death Star build, but it'll be fun to see how this does against the Vampire Counts Death Star. So we're just going to chevron up some of our lower tier infantry here, kind of bring them up to snuff. So let's go ahead and cut that there, so at least everyone gets a little bit of love. So we have exactly 1 gold left, so I think we're good to party. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. I don't know if I've done Wood Elves against Vampire Counts yet, so this may be the first one. But yeah, Dirthu, I've been overcasting the Amber Spear, guys, and go ahead and try it like in a custom match. And it's been like almost one-shotting some heroes. Like it's very strong. So I'm hoping I can get like one of his heroic units, like, Vlad or someone near me, and see if I can just pop him with it. I don't know if it's just like a weird thing against lower tier, generals, but I was testing against General of the Empire, and it was doing really, really good for me. So we'll see how it pans out. But anyways, yeah, we got our Wood Elf army here. We're going to get our Eternal Guards in the front. We're going to get our Treekin in the secondary line, although arguably the Treekin could be in front. But I usually like to have these guys like get in first and then saturate them with the Treekin. The Wildwood Rangers, obviously, you don't want taking the charge, but we're going to put them back here. And if these guys like get in there on those, they'll do really good against most of they'll slay freaking Cryptors. They'll do very, very well against, the Graveguard. Just a great unit in this matchup, in my opinion. Of course, we got Big Papa Dirthu leading the charge. We have Flock of Doom, which is very, very good in this matchup. We got a Branch Wraith, which is just there for the heals, basically. And, arguably, it might be better to just get a Spellslinger with the Lore of Life, and then I could also get the Regrowth, but I'm also spread very thin, having, Amber Spear, Flock of Doom, and that heal, so I didn't want to go too, balls deep in that particular direction. So then we'll just put these guys right here, not too big of a concern. They're okay in melee, and they're probably going to get corralled, because the Vampire Counts can just spam the summons, and, like, you can't really get, I kind of in theory, I feel like I wouldn't be able to get much down with missile units, because he could just fly in the air with, like, any sort of, heroic vampire, necromancer type character, and just spam summon zombies and skeletons on my missile units. Then I'm spending so much time microing them. It's just not conducive. Now, there are matchups when, spamming missile units is appropriate, but I don't feel like this is one of them. So we're going to get in here and go balls deep, guys, and see how it goes. So let's see. For some reason, it's not letting me look at his army size. You see, it's kind of bugging out right now. Just kind of stuck on Dirthu. Let's see if I click on someone else. Still is. So unfortunately, we can't look at his army size before the match starts. There we go. So, okay. So let's see what he's got. He's got Skeleton Spearman. He's got Graveguard with great weapons. So yeah, he's got a decent little army. Got some Cryptors. He got Vargeist even. Interesting. So again, he's probably assuming that I'm going to bring missile units, hence Vargeists can get in there with their damage and just shred, but that is not the case, my friend. I play the Wood Elves very differently than most people do. He does have a vampire, actually. Oh, the Lore of Shadows. Oh, man, that's not good. He's probably going to get me with that pendulum. So what we probably want to do is just, do we want to try and snipe the Lord there? That could actually be interesting. I feel like it's more valuable to like go for these guys or something. And who does he have? He has Vlad von Karstein. So let's actually just shoot one and test it and just see how that goes. And if it does a lot of damage, we might shoot the other one. So okay, so that's okay. And let's actually then just shoot at these Vargas, see what happens. So he's now shooting at that Vampire Lord. We'll just get this guy. And it actually did pretty good against the Vargas. It didn't kill any models. But, again, it did pretty good for itself. So we're going to get in here, get in here. Oh, man, that pendulum is making me nervous, guys. it actually can do pretty well if you're not careful. So we're gonna get this guy here. We'll get Durthu coming. We'll get Durthu coming this way. Of course, we want to get these guys in, these guys here, get these guys in the Cryptors right there. Perfect. These guys are all going in. They're going in here. Let's get these in here. And all right, guys, we're ready to party. So Durthu, we're gonna start moving him across the ways because I want to really try this on Vlad. So I'm gonna wait till my Winds of Magic builds up a little bit. Get this Waystalker shooting here. We want to get this guy out back. I got a little bit sloppy with his positioning. We're also going to use the Lore of Life right away and just kind of use it on this main blob right here. Because again, it does pretty well, you know, in the beginning because it doesn't resurrect models, but it will, you know, help deal with and you do need to. So guys, I'm going to try this here in a second. We're going to overcast the Amber Spear and we're going to do it right on Vlad. So I want to see how this goes. Let's see if it actually works as intended. So overcasting it, and, wow, that was just a swing and a miss. So I had a match, you know, a few matches ago where it actually almost one-shotted the hero. So I don't know if that's worth it, but you know, again, it's doing its part. So let's pull him over here. Let's get them in here, and you know, I'm gonna miss out on that a little bit. But Durthu is like, he's a monster. If you let him pimp slap your lord like this, you're gonna have a bad time. So let's go ahead and just shoot this right into this group right here. And he does summon some skeletons back here, so we're gonna run the Waystalker up here. We're gonna get this guy over here and just make sure everyone's kosher. And we probably need to save Winds of Magic for heals. I don't know if Block of Doom is something I want to do right now, because Durthu is definitely going to dominate Vlad in the duel situation. I mean, he's just some freaking big monster, so we need to be quite aware of that. So we do have the Arrows of Kurnus again. Let's actually just go ahead and focus these Vargeist a little bit, see if we can get a little bit done here. And the second arrow, let's go ahead and shoot them with that as well. See if we can just pick them out of the skies. Why not? So we get one group there, and this guy is about to fire his missiles. It looks like we get some Vargeists. They're going down, and good. They're at half health, but they do have that Invocation of Heck, and unfortunately my guy's not going to be able to get away from him, so I'm hoping he can just do his 2 cents and fight there. So, again, Vlad is still continuing to take a beating. I am going to use the heal, though. So my front line engagement's going really solid, though. So let's do it right here and see if we can get, like, this kind of center area and this outside area as well. And we'll just have this guy start shooting into the Cryptors right here, and unfortunately Homeboy's just going to have to fight these guys, but honestly I think he might win. So Durthu's doing good. He's just battling Vlad. Still, Vlad's giving it back a little bit. My troops are confident. He's getting heals now, and Vlad is just not happy about this. So, kind of disappointed with my Amber Spear. I really thought that was going to do well. Thankfully, we have this Waystalker shooting in here pretty well, and he was actually able to, like, drive these guys off. So, let's actually just have him try and outmaneuver those guys, and you can see he's going to focus my Lord a little bit with those Vargeist, but it's not going to end well. I mean, you do not want to mess with this guy. No, yeah, I really thought that Amber Spear was going to do more. I had been testing that a lot, and it had been, like, one-shotting. You know, not one-shotting, but doing at least like half the health to like Generals of the Empire, and you can see this guy shooting in here doing pretty good work. So my Death Star is holding up well. I got armor piercing, I got very sustainable troops, and also the damage that those other troops are capable of, or what are those guys called? The Wildwood Rangers. They do really well. I'm very eager to see how many kills they get from this. So Vlad is scurrying away for his life. Let's just go ahead and see if we can push melee here. And Durthu, oh yeah, this would be a dramatic way to go. So we're gonna get that missile attack. Come on, let's see. Scenic view, guys. Scenic view. Come on, get him. And it just misses horribly. So he's able to squeak away with Vlad. Let's just pressure him and keep him out of the battlefield. We'll try and run this guy away here. Oh, this actually might be a good way to finish it too. So we're going to see if we can get an Arrow of Kurnus in here on Vlad. Sometimes the targeting is a little bit tricky, but there we go. And let's see, can he do it? A 1 and a 2 and a 3, and it does not kill him. So that's okay. We do have this guy chasing the Vargeist down, so he should be able to help out there. We're just going to continue having this guy shooting into Cryptors, and Homeboy right here, he might be able to get Vlad with this. So I don't feel like chasing Vlad around. I'm just going to try and finish his main army with him running, and we'll just keep trying to snipe him with that ability. So let's get Durthu back to the front line, keep these troops fighting here, just kind of, you know, keep pressuring my opponent, because without Vlad, I think a lot of his forces will start to crumble. Although he is winning this flank pretty aggressively, so right now we want to consolidate. Let's get our this guy running over here, and he still does have these White Kings. So what we can do is just start pressuring the White Kings a little bit, and let's get this Waystalker over here, see if he can get him, and this guy. Yeah, he's really not going to get out of here. So, man, I wish we could just get him with this Arrow of Kurnus here. We might be able to. He's too close. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get him. So, if Vlad wants to come into melee and risk that, that's all on him, you know. And we almost have enough for the healing right now. So we're going to get everything kind of high and tight. Let's pull these Trakin over here so we can get all my blob together. Let's pull these guys in here. And if this guy can get some missile shots on here, that would be really nice. So it looks like he is now. We do have enough for the heal, so we're going to go ahead and use that. On my nice blob here, we're going to use this missile attack and just keep trying to snipe out Vlad. So let's see where he is. Sometimes, yeah, it gets a little tricky with targeting. But we did get him. Durthu's doing pretty good. I mean, he's in here. He's slaying these White Kings here. I have a pretty healthy infantry blob, relatively speaking, for this late in the game. And it looks like some of my opponent's forces are starting to get whittled down. So we're going to use this. We probably want to use this right into that blob there. It should be pretty good. And Vlad just, oh man, I just need to get him. He's so slippery. And I do have this snipe ability, the Arrows of Kurnus, coming up soon. So we should be able to get him here. Oh my god, those shots are just like making me tense up every time. So we get our snipe attack here, and did we get it? Come on, shoot it. Is he gonna shoot it? Looks like he just didn't feel like shooting it. Okay. So we're still fighting. This White King is going down, and I think he should crumble here, so let's go ahead and get our other troops going. And we have a pretty nice consolidation. Our winds of magic are low, but again, you know, we do almost have this guy out of the battle, so we want to check for routing troops, make sure to pull them all back in. And you know, Vlad and his little goon squad are doing pretty good here, I'm not gonna lie. I'm very tempted to pull Durthu back, but I feel like if I win this melee engagement, it just won't matter. Because, you know, most of his army that he has left is fodder. I mean, besides some skeletons and some, you know, a few crypt horrors, but other than that, it's nothing, you know, that scary. So we're going to get this guy fighting Vlad here. Just hopefully you can karate kick or something. So these troops are coming back from route. Something about Wood Elves is their Death Stars are pretty good because they have extremely high leadership. So I feel like if we kill this White King and get rid of the encouragement that he has left here on the front line, I think that should just be game, set, match. So I really want to use the Flock of Doom here to try and finish off this front line, even though I know the heal's pretty good, and I don't think we're near our healing cap. So the heal might have been a better choice, but I think if we just do that, we might be in better shape. Because a lot of these units are, you know, skeleton warriors and low tier stuff, so we'll see how it goes. A lot of my troops are routing off, and Vlad is just continuing to scurry around, so very, very well played here. So, oh man, this is so close. Let's get these tree cannon here, have them start pressuring, and you know, we'll go from there, boys. So let's see what he has left. So he has some Grave Guard. He's got some of that funny business going on. Durthu is still steady despite all this, and the tree cannon will probably continue to fight for a while. And we do have to get this branch wraith back as well, so very, very good. And if Vlad comes back, that's a very, very risky proposition for my opponent. If he gets close, it looks like he overcast an Invocation to Heck. And can we blast him? Is the range doable here? Let's see. I don't know if it is. So we might just want to finish these troops in here. And some of these tree can, let's see if they can finish this guy. And also have some troops come back from route. So this is some good fourth quarter stuff, guys. So let's see, actually just stick them on Vlad and see if they can finish him off. These crypt horrors, I really need to put these guys down. This is a very close fight. So we're going to use his bombardment ability. It does pretty good against like bunched up troops. So let's see, does he have his White King in here still? It looks like he does. My trees are fighting it. So let's continue working on those crypt horrors. And we have all these units coming back from route. This is just very clutch right now. Very close battle. But he has some skeletons here. He has some skeleton spearmen here, but not many great troops left. Mostly like low tier stuff. And we do have all these guys coming back from route as well. He did a very good job keeping my branch wraith and heroic units off the battlefield. But I'm telling you, Durthu is just such a beast. And Vlad is going to die here. He's getting killed. I mean, these guys have 45 armor piercing damage, and that's no joke. And at that point, that's going to trigger the route for the rest of his army, I think. I mean, I think he was done for regardless, but you know, again, it's hard to say. We're getting in there. We almost have enough for another Flock of Doom, which is going to be really good. These tree cannon are coming back. And you know, this guy, again, is very, very tough to kill. So we're just going to use another Flock of Doom here to whittle down all these low-tier infantry. And that should be it. So, man, what a close battle. Like, I honestly thought I had that early on, just easy. And then he was able to, like, micro Vlad around and just give me all kinds of trouble. So, very, very well played there. Let's go ahead and take a look at the breakdown, see, you know, who really did the work in that game. So, as far as troops go, Wildwood Rangers, I mean, 209 kills. I mean, I know he had a lot of fodder units and things like that, but that's still very good. The Waystalkers did okay. I mean, I was able to park one on the flank and have it shoot down crypt horrors for a while. The other one kind of just got zerged, which was my concern. You know, again, having the mobility and that spam summoning, like he could just summon hordes of skeletons and chase me all day. And it'll take a Waystalker a long time to beat through an army of skeletons. So it's a little bit tricky in this matchup, but I think the Death Star was the right approach, using Durthu and the healing and all those. And the Amber Spear was a huge failed investment. You know, I just wanted to test it out a little bit because I had had some success earlier with it, but maybe Vlad has some sort of resistance that I forgot about. But you know, if I had used an overcasted Flock of Doom initially against all those fodder units, I think it would have been a somewhat easier battle, but still, he microed very well and made Vlad very hard to catch. So good game to my opponent, Johnny. I look forward to seeing you again on ladder, and I hope you guys enjoyed that Elf cast. Have an excellent night, and take care.